Right now, a push in Wisconsin to vote on Medicaid expansion with benefits to help brand new moms.
Trading in the really mild temperatures for colder temperatures for rain. Just how cold we get and how much rain you can expect.
Polls are closing and ballots are being counted in states with Super Tuesday contests. I'm Danya Backus with a look at the race for the presidential nomination.
That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Every year in Wisconsin, 25 women die during or within the first year of pregnancy, and 2 out of 3 pregnancy-related deaths happen postpartum due to conditions like severe anxiety and depression and physical conditions like hypertension and heart disease. But access to care is a challenge in Wisconsin, one of the few states that still hasn't extended Medicaid coverage to 1 year after pregnancy, despite bipartisan support. That's why mothers, care providers, and more are urging lawmakers to change that.
She's definitely the best thing to ever happen to me.
Holly Ott's daughter, Nala, is now 6.5. They've bonded over their strength ever since Nala was born. Holly struggled with postpartum anxiety and depression.
My most daunting fear was leaving her alone, and that even if I went to a different room and went to the bathroom, or if I took a shower and she was in her bassinet, she would, stop breathing.
She was on Medicaid for 60 days after Nala was born and found help and support that lasted after her coverage ran out.
But I'm also against the norm. That's not a thing that a lot of people have.
And that's why she's joining others in pushing the state to extend Medicaid coverage to 1 year after pregnancy. But the bill allowing that to happen was just stalled in the Assembly after passing the Senate. When asked about it last year, Speaker Robin Vos said the state, quote, gives away too much free stuff.
Very frustrating because there's bipartisan support. So here's something that both sides of the aisle see and agree on, but then you get a few who just say, we don't want to give away things for free.
Sarah Bloomquist is the founder of Mom's Mental Health Initiative to provide peer-driven support and resources.
If you can't access that resource, then what good is it to even dangle that hope in front of someone and then take it away from them?
She says not expanding Medicaid costs the state millions in the workforce, income, and caring for the mother and child going forward.
And the potential for relapse or for going backwards is very high.
We have had people to come in and utilize this space.
At the Harambe Birth and Family Center on Madison's east side, almost all of doula Chandra Lewis's clients are on Medicaid or Medicaid eligible.
They're not sleeping, they're not eating, they can't afford their medicine, so they aren't taking their medicine, or they need to go to a doctor to have whatever medicines readjusted.
Black and brown mothers face even higher mortality rates in Wisconsin. Extended coverage could help change that.
Doulas aren't a magic bullet. Doulas don't save everything, but we do just step in where we can. It's not sustainable.
Holly now works with other mothers to bring awareness that coverage should be extended, with Nala by her side.
We are both go-getters, very independent. We are, I think there is power in womanhood.
And that bill that Speaker Vos opposed was co-signed by more than half of the Assembly's representatives. It now won't be taken up until the next session. Well, all that rain and wind we saw yesterday gave way for some sunny skies today. Mild temperatures remain in the forecast over the next few days, but the rain could return by the end of the work week. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with details in his first warm forecast. Alex?
Yeah, Armin, I'm out here in the patio, and I got to say, I got my jacket on for the first time. I could see my breath. It's a little bit cold almost feeling out here, but I got to toughen up. I grew up in a farm in southwest Wisconsin. We've been spoiled. 34 degrees outside right now at 10 o'clock at night, and a beautiful shot there at the Capitol. Winds are pretty light out there. Feels like 29, so that's probably why I feel a little bit on the chillier side out here. You said we had mild temperatures for this time of year. This is mild. 34 degrees across much of Dane County, or 35 or 36. As we look out across the rest of southern Wisconsin, up towards Camp Douglas, you're the chilly spot at 28 degrees, but still hanging on to 37 in Janesville, where there are some clouds across the Wisconsin-Illinois border. That always helps to hold up those temperatures just a bit. Well, we're going to be going on a bit of a roller coaster ride with the temperatures. You said more mild weather. Armand, 52 and a 52 Wednesday and Thursday. Then you might be scratching your head. What's up with Friday and Saturday with those temperatures dropping way down into the 40s. We have a weather system that we're going to be tracking. Wet weather. Will we have some wet snow with that wet weather? And how much water can you expect out of that in the rainfall department? I'll talk all about that in a couple of minutes.
Alex, thank you. A live look at the White House on this Super Tuesday. Tonight is a major part of this year's presidential election cycle. More than a dozen states are voting in tonight's presidential primary. Now, Wisconsin isn't one of them. Our presidential primary isn't until April 2nd. Still, millions of voters cast their vote ballot today as candidates look to pick up enough delegates to clinch the nomination for their parties. Danya Bacchus has the story.
CBS News projects former President Donald Trump has picked up early wins in a handful of states for the Republican nomination, while President Biden has won races on the Democratic side.
Joe Biden better win, all right? I mean, I think the country, there's an awful lot at stake.
And if I can speak directly to President Trump, I wish he would tone his comments down on his political opponents. We want you to run the country. We want you to be effective. He has great policies.
Voters in more than a dozen states cast their ballots, with more than a third of delegates up for grabs. While Trump and Biden are clear frontrunners, neither can clinch the nomination this Super Tuesday. CBS News exit polls show immigration and the economy are the top issues on Republican voters' minds.
I'm going to vote for anybody who says they're closing the border.
Nikki Haley, Trump's remaining Republican challenger, has said her goal is to remain competitive on Super Tuesday, but she's been vague about what that looks like.
I'm a Democrat. I will be voting for Joe Biden in the general election, but I put in a vote for Nikki Haley today.
Some Democrats chose not to vote for Biden to protest his handling of the Israel-Hamas war.
I voted uncommitted because I want to send a message that we are tired and we want a ceasefire.
CBS News exit polling shows President Biden's support among key Democratic groups is not at the same levels as 2020. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And in 2 nights, President Biden will deliver the annual State of the Union address. During his speech Thursday, it's expected he'll touch on price gouging. Biden has launched a new strike force that will root out illegal and unfair price hikes for prescription drugs, health care, groceries, and housing. The Biden administration has also unveiled a new rule from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that slashes the credit card late fees. Biden is focusing on pocketbook issues that affect day-to-day life as he tries to sell his economic vision to the American people. Tonight, UW-Madison police are investigating after 2 students reported being assaulted over the weekend. They say they were walking near the intersection of Linden Drive and Observatory Drive Sunday night when a group of men began following them, then punched them. The victims were able to get away but didn't see where their attackers ran off to. Anyone with information about the assault is asked to call campus police. The number is there for you on your screen. And south of Bird Street in Sun Prairie is reopened after a car struck a train at a rail crossing earlier tonight. This was shortly before 6 o'clock tonight on south of Bird Street near the Sun Prairie Little League fields and the skate park. Surveillance footage shows the car coming to a stop at the crossing, then slowly rolling into the train. There didn't appear to be much, if any, damage to the train. However, the condition of the driver who hit it is unknown. One man we spoke with who owns a landscaping company right near the crossing told us what he saw and heard.
I definitely seen what happened. Actually, I heard the big crash, and I got shocked because I thought somebody crashed into my landscaping equipment, and let alone behold, it was a whole car accident that hit a train. So it was a car-train accident.
And that incident is under investigation. And around the state now to Greendale, where a 6-year-old girl is continuing to recover at home after falling from an escalator railing at the mall last week. Erica Finke shares how police believe it happened.
Terror last Tuesday night at Southridge Mall in Greendale.
We're receiving about 15 911 calls plotting from the mall, so if you just want to stay in that area.
First responders raced to help a 6-year-old girl who had fallen from the second-floor escalator near Champs Sports.
By the West Macy's entrance. I'm just going to be checking around the mall for him.
A Greendale police report obtained by 12 News says the girl was with her father and stepmother around 7 that night. The father says he was about 5 to 7 feet ahead of the girl and heard her say, "Hey, look what I can do." The report says the parents turned around and saw the girl gripping the top of the escalator railing and, quote, supermanning it. That's when the 6-year-old fell to the first floor below.
I almost stopped breathing at first, and I was like in shock.
Riley Zacharias was working in the mall and witnessed the whole thing.
Out of the side of my eye, I saw like what looked like a coat fall off the escalator, but then I heard a big thwap noise onto the ground, and then I saw parents from the side of Champs come running down the escalators.
The girl told police she hurt her arm and back, but did not remember falling. Doctors released her from the hospital last week.
It was kind of scary. Like, first couple of nights I kept thinking about it, but it's getting better now.
Police say there was a surveillance camera in the area, but it was rotating and only captured the moments before and after the fall. Well, Instagram and Facebook are back working tonight after an outage this morning knocked Meta's platforms offline. Meta attributed the outage to a technical issue. According to outage tracker Down Detector, at least 500,000 Facebook users reported issues logging in or accessing the site. Some users found they even logged out of their Facebook accounts. Threads and Facebook Messenger also went down. Well, Wisconsin is known for its cheese, fitting that the World Championship Cheese Contest is being held right here in Madison this week. A closer look at the event running through Thursday at the Monona Terrace next.
In America, adventures can be both big and small. That's why we created the Ford Explorer, available with an intelligent four-wheel drive terrain management system and 7-passenger seating. Ford Explorer, the all-time best-selling SUV in America, and ready for life's everyday adventures. Choose FlexBuy on Explorer with 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
When your child has moderate to severe eczema, it's okay for them to show off. Show off their clearer skin and noticeably less itch with Dupixent. Because children 6 months and older with eczema have plenty of reasons to show off their skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, they can stay ahead of their eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeto Metal Roofing.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Lakers on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action when LeBron and the Lake Show duel with Giannis and the Bucks. It's a clash of the Titans. Bucks, Lakers, on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on WISC TV3. On the next Wisconsin Huddle, Tyler Waugh chats with Zach before the Big Ten tournament. Then Zach challenges Gus Yalden to an intense game of giant Jenga. Friday night at 6:30 on the next Wisconsin Huddle. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
Say cheese! The 2024 World Championship Cheese Contest is officially underway at the Monona Terrace Community and Convention Center. Judges there are evaluating more than 3,300 cheese, yogurt, butter, and dry dairy products. The Wisconsin Cheesemakers Association has held the event every other year since 1957, and while there's no cash prize for making best cheese, it's the bragging rights the producers come for.
This has made companies from the bottom up. When you win a gold medal in this contest, the orders come in.
And organizers will announce the World Champion Cheese Thursday afternoon at 2. Well, Whole Foods Market will soon be trying a new concept. Smaller stores, they'll be called Whole Foods Market Daily Shops, and they're meant for urban areas. The company says the stores will be between 7,000 and 14,000 square feet. An average Whole Foods Market is about 40,000 square feet for comparison. Despite its smaller size, Whole Foods says customers will still be able to pick up grab-and-go meals, recipe ingredients, and weekly grocery essentials. The first Whole Foods Market Daily Shops will launch in New York City. Well, if you're a stamp collector, a new one coming later with a manatee on it will spread awareness about the threatened species. The Save Manatees stamp will be available nationwide March 27th, which happens to be Manatee Appreciation Day. It's the first USPS manatee stamp since 1996. The West Indian manatee on it lives in Florida's inland waterways, as well as warm areas of the coastal Atlantic, Caribbean, and Gulf of Mexico. Manatees are characterized as a threatened species. That means it's likely to become endangered in the foreseeable future. Well, we know a good deal about the connection between dogs and humans, but a new book co-authored by a UW-Madison professor is looking at that connection through an economic lens. Dave Weimer of the La Follette School of Public Affairs examines dogs as both family members and property. Weimer calls the approach applying economic concepts to our relationships with dogs as dognomics.
Dogs are both a commodity and something more, right? They can be bought, sold, owned, but a majority of American families that have dogs consider them family members.
The novel also looks at the value of companionships for families during the pandemic as they isolated in their homes. It also breaks down the economic impact on how dogs or puppies can be substituted instead of having children and the benefits that has. And topping tonight's Health Watch, secondhand smoke isn't just bad for the people around you, it could also put your dog at greater risk for cancer. That's according to a recent study published in the Veterinary Journal. The researchers studied Scottish Terriers exposed to cigarette smoke at home. They picked that specific breed because Scotties have a very high rate of bladder cancer compared to other breeds. The study found that being exposed to cigarette smoke at home made Scotties 6 times as likely to develop bladder cancer. If you want to help your four-legged friend, experts recommend quitting smoking, smoking outside, and changing out of smoky clothing before getting close to your dog. And now to a different kind of cheddar. Get your Mega Millions tickets ready if you got them. The winning numbers for tonight's estimated $650 million jackpot were released at the top of the hour. They are 2, 49, 50, 61, 70, and a mega ball of 14. If there's a winner, it will be the 7th largest Mega Millions prize ever awarded. Otherwise, it'll roll over and grow ahead of the next drawing on Friday night. All right, time for another check of the first swarm forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington with what you need to know tonight.
Armand, what a difference 24 hours makes. Just 24 hours ago, we were showing Alex's picture from Sun Prairie where we had the hail reports. We had large hail reports, an unconfirmed funnel cloud report in Clinton. It was a busy day in the weather department. And last night, look at this, rain stretching from Platteville to Madison, up to Sun Prairie, up towards Jefferson. It was a heavy rain for many areas, especially for Madison, and points off towards the south and east. Then that weather system moved off rather quickly as we got into the wee hours of your Tuesday, and what a gorgeous day it was today with those clouds filtering out. When you can see all the way to the ground, that means that the sun is making it to the ground, allowing those temperatures to warm up. Just a little bit of haze here in our weather track. That haze is just some high clouds down by Janesville, and that's helping to hold up the temperatures just a bit down by Janesville. 37 in Monroe, 38 in Platteville. So those high clouds, again, holding those temperatures up a bit. You go further to the north up towards Camp Douglas, where they don't have those high clouds. The heat goes right out to space, as I like to say, and they're a little bit on the cooler side. The 3 things that you need to know: it is going to be cooler tonight, near freezing overnight, near 50 though Wednesday going on into your Thursday, and then a wet and windy Friday. We'll track more of that in just a couple moments. As we plan the rest of your night, I got to take my dog Loki out, and not a bad night to take Loki out with temperatures in the lower 30s, starting off again near freezing, upper 20s, right around 30 at 7 a.m. And then we'll bask in a 52-degree high temperature on your Wednesday. 28 for a low in Madison, 34 in Janesville, where those clouds hang on a little bit more. Where they don't hang on, as I was mentioning, 23 in Camp Douglas. That's pretty chilly from where we've been these past couple of nights. And a nice day on your Wednesday, just a couple of clouds out there. High temperatures upper 40s to the lower 50s. Now, the precipitation that we've had this month, that's the next part of our weather story. Madison at the airport, we had 0.65 inches of rain. For the month itself, we're up just a bit by 0.4. And then for the year itself, we're actually just a hair above normal. You'd think, well, we're on a good stretch here. Well, remember, folks, we are in drought conditions still across southern Wisconsin. We need the rain, and we have more wet weather coming as we go, especially towards Friday with those widespread chances. Let's track it. Here we go. Swinging in by the time we get into 6 a.m. on your Friday morning. Could be a wet commute from Madison and points off towards the south and towards the west. A wet noon, so a lunch that you're probably not going to take outside on your Friday. A couple of wet snowflakes not out of the question, but it moves through pretty quickly, and then we have a nice Saturday with conditions turning partly sunny. Mounts where they need that water, where they do have those drought conditions, out towards the south and to the west, maybe upwards of an inch. Here in Madison, we're looking at maybe a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. That would be helpful. We're not as in dire of drought conditions in Dane County as much as they are across southwestern Wisconsin. So all those pitter-patters in southwest Wisconsin, you'll take every drop that you can get. Quick bottom line here, dry till Friday. That chance of snow with this weather system is low, and then drying out over the course of the weekend. Following our weekend, temperatures still mild for this time of year, and then as we head out into next week, back to April-like temperatures we go. That's what we would be seeing, 60s in April, but it will be March with 60-degree weather.
And coming up in sports, the ice will not be neutral for the Badgers in their semifinal matchup with the Gophers. Why Mark Johnson says he's okay with a road environment for his team. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you quality name brand jeans and work pants because we get you. So stock up now with unbeatable deals on your favorite styles for spring. Like men's Wrangler 5-star jeans. Buy one, get one half price. Save $10 on men's Key brand bibs or jeans when you buy two. $7 off these women's Lee jeans. Plus, while you're in for jeans, save on brake pads, shocks, struts, suspension parts, and more. 15% off. We get you what you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
A traditional performer of great country music.
How it felt that day.
It's Daryl Worley. Performing live Saturday, March 9th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. An incredible night with country music superstar Daryl Worley. March 9th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. Trust your home with RG Heating and AC.
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
.com.
Craving Tex-Mex in the Midwest? Look no further than Me and Julio restaurant in Fitchburg. From our authentic dishes to our inviting atmosphere, there's something for everyone at Me and Julio. Start with our delicious starters and drinks, then move on to our mouth-watering entrees and mains. Whether it's a casual meal or a special occasion, we're here to make your dining experience memorable. Visit us today at Me and Julio Restaurant. Tex-Mex goes Midwest.
It's deja vu all over again for the Badger women's hockey team. For the second straight year, Wisconsin will face Minnesota in the WCHA Final Face-Off semifinals at Ritter Arena, the home ice of the Gophers. So it's essentially a road game for Mark Johnson's squad in the conference tournament. But after splitting with their border battle rival in Minnesota earlier this year, this group isn't worried about where they'll be playing this weekend.
It being a road game doesn't really affect us much. I think we kind of treat that the same as we would here, show up on game day the same way, prepare the same way. So yeah, I think it's all pretty fair. I mean, it obviously ended up being in Minnesota, but I think we're excited.
As you dwindle down and then teams start getting eliminated, you know, if you're going to be successful, you're going to be playing against good teams. And so at this point, you got to be playing well. If you don't play well, then things are going to end pretty quick.
And the WCHA announced more finalists for the conference's End of the Year awards, and the Badgers are well represented. Mark Johnson is one of 3 in the running for Coach of the Year, while Britta Curl is up for the Student Athlete of the Year, and Kirsten Sims and Caroline Harvey are vying for the league's Player of the Year. The winners will be announced on Thursday. It was a banner day for Wisconsin's double-double machine. Sarah Williams was not only named first team All-Big Ten, but the Wisconsin forward was tabbed the league's Defensive Player of the Year. She's the first Badger since 2001 to earn that honor. Williams is averaging a double-double this season and enters the conference tourney with 15 straight double-doubles. That's the most in program history, and she's tied with Megan Gustafson for the most in Big Ten history. And don't forget to check out this week's Wisconsin Huddle with Tyler Wall. After 28 straight weeks, it's the final episode of the season. Show airs at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. On Thursday, the Wisconsin wrestling team will hop on a plane and head to Maryland for the Big Tens. And it's a tournament where the Badgers can't wait to prove themselves. At this point of the season, no matter where you're seated in your weight class, everybody's record is the same. And 4 wins gets you a Big Ten title.
Happy with where our guys are, and even if we didn't get it right, you still got to wrestle the guy in front of you. Numbers mean nothing, you know. In this day and age, it's good for Twitter, it's good for Instagram, it's good for conversation. But push come to shove, you got to go shake another man's hand and look him in the eye and go whip him to go accomplish your goals, and that's what we're going to try to do.
And we're back after this.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. Design your door your way with our easy step-by-step design program. Or choose from our great in-stock selection. This steel door with top light is $339.99 after rebate. Elevate your living spaces with laminate flooring from Mohawk. It's durable and water resistant, making it perfect for active households. Get Splash Armor laminate flooring for just $169 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Make every night date night at Johnny's Italian Steakhouse. Choose from a generous selection of signature salads and chef-created pastas, such as the seafood pasta pomodoro, or try one of their delicious signature steaks, like the Johnny's bone-in ribeye. Johnny's has something to satisfy every appetite. Complete date night with a glass of wine or a Johnny's signature cocktail. Have date night any night at Johnny's. Johnny's Italian Steakhouse, Greenway Station, Middleton, and on South Grand Avenue, Sun Prairie.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Choose FlexBuy on F-150 with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 2,000 FlexBuy and 1,000 open trade assist cash at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Come on, Mike, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked?
Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Watch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they battle with the Lakers on your new local home for select Bucks games. Don't miss a second of the action when LeBron and the Lake Show duel with Giannis and the Bucks. It's a clash of the Titans. Bucks, Lakers on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Friday at 9 on WISC TV 3. The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Tonight on The Late Show, Senator Bernie Sanders is here. His new album is being hailed as a hip-hop reggae fusion masterpiece.
New tonight on CBS. Another roller coaster forecast, it looks like.
Yeah, and we need the rain. Our temperatures are going to go down by the end of the week, but look at what we had for rainfall yesterday. Madison, it points to the south and east. Some places picking up well over an inch, but look to the north and west. They barely got anything at all with this weather system that's heading towards us Thursday going into Friday. The places that need the rain look like they're going to get the rain with maybe upwards of an inch to maybe a little bit more of an inch over portions of southwestern Wisconsin, but we all stand the chance of seeing anywhere between a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch by the time we get from Thursday night going on clear into your Friday. Once that weather system's out, if you're kind of a cool weekend, relatively speaking, all that's about normal for this time of year, but then we just flip right back to the April-like weather by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. How about 60s and shorts weather again?
Lots of flipping going on in this forecast. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you here tomorrow morning on News 3 Now.